today's video, we will be talking about Maresca's tactics against Manchester City and what we can actually take away from this defeat in the preseason. Because there are a few things that are really showing for Chelsea and what we do need to address with this team. Now, the first thing we did see with our formation was something along these lines. It did start with 4 in the back, but we know that Gusto did move into that inverted position again. This is what Maresca really likes to do. And Cuckoo, who did sit as the number 9 starting off, there was an issue with this. We will get to that in just a second, but we did have Dewsbury Hall on the right and Mudryk out on the left. This too was, again, Maresca taking his preseason time and mixing and matching different players because KDH, usually Dewsbury Hall would be out on the left side. We saw this plenty of times last season at Leicester City. So to play him on the right side was a little bit more of a gamble, a little more difficult. Yes, he was contributing throughout this match, but still it's not his favorite position. And we did actually see him make a few runs out on that left side. He did start overlapping over that position. Mudryk as well did play on this side, but again, did pick up a knack, and I wouldn't say it was the best preseason match for him. There are still things he still needs to work on. But that being said, we did have Concedo start for us. We did have Enzo Fernandez back in the team as well starting for us. So we are getting closer to our starting midfield here. The only player that's probably missing right now is Palmer. These 3 players, if we're looking at these 3 guys here, are more likely than not going to be the starting 3. It seems that Lavi has been pretty much utilized in each and every preseason match. It looks like Enzo Maresca is really going to like this guy. We will talk more about why this is such a great decision, but in today's video, again, we're just talking about the overall tactics in this match. So the fact is that we did do this, and the thing that we really have seen time and time again is Chelsea doing a high press, but also staying wide. Now, what we did realize with this is that Pep Guardiola obviously understands how to break teams down, and what he realized, if you want to beat a high pressure team, you hit them back with high pressure as well. Now, the reason why you want to do this is that the fact is now we can't dictate how quickly we want to play the ball, and we did see this make multiple errors in this. Just want to give you a little break here. Did write a book, Dominate the Pitch. I greatly appreciate if you do check it out on Amazon. It's free under Kindle. It's to help you become a better football player, and it does help this channel, so check it out. Game when we saw in the first 2 goals that I believe it was Jack Grealish that blocked Tosin's pass, and then we also saw another error from Concedo, but it's because they put such high pressure on our team that when we were trying to play the ball back here, there weren't many passes, and we were trying to play too quickly and not think 2-3 steps ahead. We were just looking at one pass, and that's how you beat this high pressure, because again, what we saw with their team as they came down and pushing on us, we really didn't have any outlets for playing the ball anywhere. And therefore, again, eventually what was going to happen was that we were going to lose possession. And as we know, Highland is a great goal scorer. The rest of the team at City is great in front of goal. They capitalized very quickly, and 2 goals in a span of a couple minutes made it very difficult for this team really to get back into it. Now, I will say the other thing we do want to talk about here is Nkuku, who again is a great player, but what we did address in this game is that him starting as a 9 may not be where exactly we want to start him, because throughout this match, he kept dropping back into this midfield to get the ball and to carry it in this area. Now, again, that's not a bad thing, but when you're looking at your number 9, this then leaves this whole area vacant. So again, if we're trying to play quickly out on the wings, this is where it gets very difficult, because Dewsbury Hall or Mudryk or Nona Madueke, Sterling, when they're in this position, they cannot play a ball across, and therefore, again, this is where a proper number 9 is going to be wanted, because if they're able to run into the box, we're able then to play that ball and whip it in there for a header. This is going to help us have more creativity and not deal with just passing the ball throughout our lines, and therefore, again, playing like this and trying to slowly break down the lines with a single pass here. And therefore, again, this is something that I'm sure Enzo Maresca is looking at. The last thing I do want to take away from this game, yes, there were quite a few errors, but the one thing I don't think a lot of people are realizing was the pitch itself. This pitch was absolutely just terrible for any football match. This is an American football field that they were playing on, and therefore the ball did not play the way it's used to playing. And therefore, again, you need to give the players benefit of the doubts, because I'm sure watching this, you're very frustrated why these players are making such easy, simple errors. But the fact is, the pitch has not been very kind to them, not only in this game, but the rest of the preseason. When you're playing in America, you're typically playing on a turf field. It plays differently than how you're playing in your own stadium. And therefore, again, I will give them the benefit of the doubt in this match. But that being said, overall, I actually was pretty pleased with what we did see in this match. Maresca did change his tactics up slightly, but again, we didn't get the result we wanted to, losing 4-2. But preseason, I will take it with a chin, and therefore, again, looking forward to our next preseason match, and then looking forward to us actually playing City in the league where things do matter. If you do enjoy this video, I greatly appreciate if you do hit the like button, subscribe down below. It means a lot to me, and I will